I've never hit a ball 350 yards in my life, but today's the day. It's made a huge difference. I wish I'd done it sooner. No!
Welcome to Links Golf.
Oh! Yes!
What if we could step inside the mind of one of the greatest competitors of all time? What drove him to be a dominant force on the world stage? Well, today we're at the home of golf and with the one and only Andy Murray. Well, Andy, we're in for a real treat to play the last 3 holes here on the old course at St Andrews. And we've got a tough start because there are 2 lines here, by the way.
Okay.
You've got the pro line, which is down the left.
Right.
Which is where it's safe.
That's what we are, aren't we? We're pros, aren't we? In our own heads.
Exactly. And then you've got the amateur line, they call it.
Right.
Down the right. But that's because a lot of the amateurs go down there thinking it's the right line, but as you can see, it's out of bounds.
Yeah.
When you leak one. So it depends on what you fancy.
I'm definitely going to aim left. I'm aiming away from the trouble.
Go on then, you show us the way. Oh, flusher. He's taken the amateur line.
Wasn't quite where I wanted it, but that'll be all right, won't it? That's fine. Got a bit of height on it too, so.
Absolutely prime, great shot.
Brilliant, great shot.
That is ultimate safety. Take that every day of the week. Well, with these episodes, we don't typically make them very competitive.
Okay.
But I've seen the back and forth between you and Carlos.
Okay.
Who would you say right now is the better golfer?
Between me and Alcaraz?
Yeah.
Currently it's not close. So when we played a 4-ball, and his coach is a very good golfer, so he kept it somewhat competitive. But Carlos he will be good in time. He hits the ball a very long way. But yeah, it was quite erratic.
Well, you've got a bit of time because obviously you're retired.
Yeah.
How have you found retirement? Obviously you found your love for golf now. You're just obsessed with it.
Yeah, I mean, so during the week, because I don't have a job currently, I play a lot during the week. I don't play at the weekends because my kids are home from school. But yeah, I love the practicing element. I could spend 3 or 4 hours at a driving range and I don't get bored. There's so many different parts of the game to work on. I probably need to start playing more rounds. I want to start playing more competitive golf. So today's a good start for that. The
thing is, when we get to watch your swing, it looks like you've played this game forever, but it hasn't been that long, has it?
No, so I started playing like properly when I finished. I mean, I'd played golf a little bit as a kid. My brother was a good golfer when he was young. He played off like 3 or 4 when he was like 14, 15. My dad was single figure handicapper. My grandparents lived on the second tee of the local golf course. So, I would go out and hit balls occasionally, but I was never that into it. And then, last year when I stopped playing tennis, which was August time, so it's been about a year I've been playing. But I feel like a year of me playing golf, like I'm practicing a lot.
Yeah.
It's not like most people who take it up and say, I've been playing golf for a year. I mean, they're playing maybe once a week if they're lucky.
Yeah.
I'm getting to play most days. So
yeah. But that's the thing, because when you're Andy Murray, the tennis star, and then now you're playing golf, how do you dedicate the time to make yourself, because I feel like this is a whole new career in itself. I feel like you're going to become a golfer next.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just, because physically, like with tennis at the end, I just physically couldn't do it anymore. My body was killing me. Whereas with golf, it's just a little bit easier on my body. And I just feel like I can play 4 or 5 times a week and recover. And like I said, I enjoy, it sort of replaced what I had in tennis. You were training for a reason and a purpose, like every day. And now with golf, like, I want to try and become a scratch golfer, so I'm working, working towards that.
The handicap now?
It's 2. But I feel more like I'm more like 4 to 5 based on like a lot of my friends and stuff that play, that feels more appropriate.
Well, you say that, yet you're in the middle of the fairway and I'm heading left. So I'll see you on the green.
I'll see you there.
Be ace. Go! Ah, dang. Oh boy.
Go.
That is...
Thanks.
Andy, you are ridiculous.
Well, lucky so far. I didn't really know exactly which shot to play there, and
Well, that was it.
I got a bit of help from the cameraman about what I should be doing. So
This is the perfect practice to the Dunhill that you've got, what, later in the year?
yes, it's in beginning of October.
Yeah, training starts now.
Exactly. Getting my iron. Were you happy with that from there?
If I make contact anywhere near the middle, I'm pretty happy. I feel like our level of expectation is quite different between me and you. You actually put the time in now. But I was going to ask you, you know, when you've been a tennis star your whole life and it's almost your identity, how difficult was it almost retiring, because it's all you've ever known, it's all you've ever done?
Yeah, I mean, I was a bit worried about it, just because you hear of lots of athletes when they finish playing, like struggling and not knowing exactly, you know, what to do with themselves. And yeah, I loved tennis. I loved everything about it, to be honest. But the last few years for me were really hard. Like I was in a lot of pain when I was playing. And once I finished, like I haven't missed it yet. And I think it's just because I've had no stress about how I was going to feel like on a daily basis. And, you know, I expected to find it really difficult, and it hasn't been so far. The only time that I missed it was like 2 days before Wimbledon this year. I had to do something near the club, and I drove past it, and I was like, oh, like, you know, I would have liked to be playing in the tournament, but apart from that, I've not missed it.
That's a good sign. It's a sign that it's the right decision.
Yeah, I mean, I've got four young kids, so I mean, they keep me,
the dogs.
Keep me very, and a puppy, so. Yeah, I'm very busy.
They count.
Yeah.
So I've had to do the little sneaky and drop a ball out. I couldn't find mine. So you're looking like you're in a strong position. Don't need to play nice. It's all right. I can take it. It'd be an honour to get beat by you. Dang, that was never going.
That's good.
Just walk in the park.
Damn it.
Easy.
Is that good?
Yeah, of course. Do you get frustrated playing golf?
Yes, sometimes. I think because I have time between the shots to, like, if I hit a bad shot, like I might get frustrated in the moment, but by the time I get to the next ball, I feel fine.
We've got time in between shots in golf.
Yeah.
Right,
so this is, I mean, I've seen this on the TV. You want to be driving over this bit, don't you?
Yeah, so these windows ahead, they're triple glazed, I believe. And
right.
I think the roof is rubber, so depends on your line that you fancy.
But is that like that? Is that the top of like a church or something?
Yeah, I'm just trying to beat you, so I'm just planting that in your brain.
Okay.
But
well, I'm one up, haven't I? So.
So it depends, right? So you could go over the L of hotel.
I just want to. I'm just hoping. I want to not hit the hotel.
But you do want to hit the word hotel. That is the Tiger line.
Right. But if I miss left of that, that's fine.
That's fine. I reckon the O of old would be great for you. Yeah. Whoa.
Is that okay? Or is that too far right?
I think that's fine. It's
could be.
It's tight.
It's tight.
Yeah, it's tight. That's
Good
safe.
shot.
Thank you.
I mean, you said L of the hotel.
Yeah,
I mean,
but we're playing against each other, Andy. That's the thing.
So picking back up on how different your life is compared to just a year ago, what are the big differences in your life day to day?
I mean, so far, absolutely fine. It was something I wasn't 100% sure, like what that was going to be like, just because every day when I woke up, I had like, you know, that like a feeling of like a purpose or a goal that I was working towards with my tennis career. And then, you know, and a routine really. You know, I knew pretty much what my weeks were going to look like based on where the competitions were or what a training week would look like. And then that was, you know, that was gone. But I've really enjoyed like the freedom of not, you know, not having to get up and train every day, or not having to go to a specific, you know, the tennis tour has pretty much been the same for the last 25 years. So, you know, every week, like at the beginning of January, you go to Australia, you know, then there's tournaments over in the States, and then you go to Europe, and they're amazing places, but it's a very similar schedule all of the time. So it's just been nice having freedom to kind of do what I want. And then I get to be with my family all of the time. And that was something that towards the end of my career, I was starting to find it hard leaving home. Like when I had to go away for like a 4-week trip, it felt like a really long time. Whereas at the beginning of my career, you know, it was really exciting. And, you know, I loved traveling and being away from home. I really liked that part of the job, but I was starting to feel guilty about going away for long periods, or, you know, missing kids' birthdays and not being around for like important dates and things. So I think I was just ready. I was ready to finish. I kind of had done as much as I could. Body wanted a break as well. And yeah, it's been fine.
And you've earned having the time as well. I know we touched upon it when we were warming up in the driving range in regards to the similarities and the differences from training as a tennis player. You said that you wasn't too technical, but in golf you are. Why do you think that is?
Probably because my tennis strokes were technically sound, and
Just
my golf
naturally elite.
swing, my golf swing when I started was all over the place. So, and because I never had a lesson until about 8 or 9 months ago, and it's made a huge difference. I wish I'd done it sooner, to be honest. I wish I'd had a few lessons sooner just to get some of the basics right, so that at least I have an idea when I make a mistake what I've done wrong. Because before I was hitting the ball, could hit it anywhere, could hit it fat, thin, left, right, and I had no idea.
Everyone's capable of that.
Yeah, I had no idea why. But I'm not sure. I think with golf, in golf you need to be probably a little bit more technically sound, because you have to be so precise. Obviously technique is important in tennis as well, but I would say a little bit less so.
If you were to tap into the elite mindset, let's say, what's transferable? Is it the same or is it completely different? Obviously, tennis is something you've done forever, but this is completely new.
Yeah, I think that, no, there is things, because there is similarities, and that there are obviously both individual sports, and there's also multiple different skills within the sport that you need to learn. Like, you know, you can be a great driver of the ball and really struggle with your putting. And in tennis, you can have a brilliant serve, but really struggle with, you know, your return of serve. And, you know, there's always something that you can improve at and get better at. And everyone's got strengths and weaknesses. And yeah, and I guess the thing that's different is that the psychological component's a bit different, because we are playing against another person, whereas the golfers, yes, they are to a certain extent, but like the course is kind of their opponent in a way.
See, I think in golf it's against yourself.
Okay.
It's, you know, it's like you can go round and round the golf course, and I think you're constantly trying to beat yourself. Whereas, like you said, in tennis, when you've got that opponent, you've got one person to beat. Whereas in this, yes, you've got a field if you're playing in a tournament, but the person you need to beat at the end of the day, I think, is yourself.
Well, I'm trying to beat you today, so.
Well, you've got me again. Oh, I couldn't have hit that any better. Be good. Huh.
Great shot.
I do think this is the hardest second shot in golf.
You've played it pretty well then. Particularly from the rough too.
Absolute machine.
No!
Ah, welcome to Links Golf.
I mean, I did say I wasn't going to miss it long, but I've done... That's bad news, that.
Well, you've had a little flavour of Links Golf so far. Have you found it?
Yeah, I mean, it's brilliant. It's completely different to what where I usually play. But I mean, my family have all played, you know, all the great golf courses in Scotland, and I never did it. So I'm desperate to come and like play as many as I can. I'm playing the Dunhill soon, which will be, you know, be great fun to get to do that. But yeah, it does feel very different. It does feel very different playing
You
Links
fancy
golf.
the idea and the thought of these massive cameras? Like, obviously it's going to be televised, and your golf game's going to be put on the spotlight. You're looking forward to it?
Yeah, no, I am, yeah. I mean, you do always get some interesting feedback from the amateur golfers that are watching about your swing and what you should and shouldn't be doing. But yeah, I mean, to get to play with, you know, pros in a proper, you know, competition will be brilliant.
What are you thinking here then? You figured it out?
I mean, it's obviously going to break a lot right to left initially, and then hopefully once I get up towards the green, it's going to move back the other way.
You got it? Yeah, perfect.
It's just how
How
far.
much?
And yeah, I mean, I really don't want to end up in the bunker here.
Go on. That is wicked.
Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Oh,
That is sensation.
thanks.
Great putt.
Thank you.
Great putt. In tennis, you've got a racket, and I mean, I don't know a lot about tennis, but I understand that no two rackets are the same. You know, the way you string it still feels different. There's those intricacies and the detail and the equipment. So you've been fitted by a tour fitter?
I was fitted by a tour fitter, yeah, which felt inappropriate when I was doing it, but it was a great experience.
How have
really
you found the insights to that? Because obviously they get very technical, and how intuitive has it been for the kind of setup that you got in the bag? It makes a massive difference, doesn't it?
It makes a huge difference, and it's something that, like, in tennis we have nothing like that.
Yeah.
We don't have any way of really properly testing equipment. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things I think that's great about golf, is that, you know, you can learn a lot about your swing and a lot about your game and a lot about your clubs. Mm-hmm. It's available to most golfers really, in pretty much every pro shop now. They've got, you know, one of the simulators, and I think that that's brilliant. But in tennis, we don't have it at all. You know, you have Hawkeye on the main like stadium courts around the world, so you can get data from the matches that you play. But in training, you don't have it anywhere. Uh-huh. So I think that's, you know, I played with the same tennis racket from when I was 15 till 35. Yeah. With no change, same string, everything. Yeah. And I don't think you would get anything like that in golf. Maybe with a putter, maybe.
Oh, I'm excited to see the journey, because I feel like when you get a lot of the top players, a lot of the great putters don't really change their putters too often. I wonder if you're going to play the field and chop and change just because you can. Low. Again. Is that good, Andy?
I think that's good, yeah. I mean, it's right on the cusp, but
it's
I'll give it to you.
always worth an ask. Can't believe you gave me that
So if I hold
putt.
this, I can't lose, can I?
True, so there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Okay.
Hate to see him miss it, to be honest.
That's my miss as well with the putter.
Commiserations. Back to all square.
Disappointing.
The dream is still alive. Okay, well, this is a pretty impressive sight, isn't it?
It is amazing.
The home hole. I mean, heading back into town. I know we're back to all square, but I would love for you to have the honour.
You want me to go for it?
You have to. Look, it's sensational. It's the world's
and
widest fairway.
It feels like we should be going for the green here.
You've got it.
I mean,
exactly. You've got
I've
it.
never hit a ball 350 yards in my life, but today's the day.
Anything you're going to do differently to absolutely smoke this one?
Well, do you know what? I might tee it up. I'm going to tee it up slightly higher.
Okay.
And I think I just nail it. I'm aiming left. I'm aiming far left, sort of left of that monument or statue thing.
Yeah.
just see what happens, really.
Let's see what you've got. Ah, bang on. That is wicked.
Go.
That is awesome.
Will that have any chance? How far are we thinking that's gone?
I still think it's got no chance. Oh, it's terrible. It's a fairway tick though. I think you win again. Do you ever get bored of winning all the time?
I don't win often at golf, to be honest.
I bet that's a lie. Oh, it's a shocker. So would you have ever thought, after retiring from tennis, that you'd be signed with the greatest brand in golf?
No, definitely not. Yeah, it was something that came a little bit out of the blue. But it's been brilliant. Like, you know, get the chance to come and do this, you know, play brilliant courses, and yeah, going to do a few other bits and pieces with Callaway in the future. But yeah, definitely wasn't expecting to be signing deals with golf brands, that's for sure.
Do you get to reset your goals almost? Like what are your aspirations?
With golf?
With golf, with Callaway, in life. I mean, post-retirement, you can take it however, wherever you want. But I'd imagine as a sports star athlete, goals are probably quite an important thing to have in life.
Yeah, so, with my golf, I mean, my target when I started was to try and get to scratch. So that's what I'm working towards just now. And yeah, I want to try and play more competitions. A few of my friends have done like the pre-qualifying for the British Open. None of them have got through to the qualifying yet, but that's something that, like, in a few years I would like to maybe try. I think that'd be fun to do. And then, yeah, in life, I mean, I've got 4 really young kids, and I want to be there for them, like in their early years as much as I can, and try and be a good influence on them and a good parent. And yeah, be there to help my wife out as well, because, you know, the tennis, you know what it's like when you're a professional athlete. It's you know, it's full on, and she was like unbelievably supportive of my career and allowing me to like continue for as long as I did, even though we had a young family. So trying to repay some of that time back now.
It's a bit like juggling all these plates, isn't it, at the same time? Just going back to the qualifying. So would your goal be to just get to final qualifying, or would you like to make it? Can you imagine? You imagine?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously that would be a dream if you could do something like that. But I think the thing that I would say that a lot of amateur golfers that have not been professional athletes don't always understand the levels of professionals, you know, and like a scratch golfer is obviously an excellent golfer, but it is so far away from what the professionals are capable of doing. So yeah, I mean, obviously it would be a dream to play. Imagine getting to play in the British Open. It was close. It was close.
Wow.
It was
close. Well, I'm back here.
It was close.
Okay, so Andy's got me off the tee, but that's fine, I can accept that. So we've got a little hump to kind of get over. I'm gonna try and take it out of play. I've got really loving the C grind on this. We've got the 56. I'm just gonna try and clip it and get it close, but I'm quite nervous with those people beyond because, there we go. Bite. Right, Andy, over to you.
Okay, I've got...
Pretty terrible.
I got the rangefinder out for mine, rather than pacing it, so... Let's go.
That is some putt, Andy. That is some putt.
Oh! Yes! What? I can't believe that went in.
That is insane.
Wow. There we go. That'll work on social media, I think, that one.
Jeez.
Wow.
Mic drop.
That's what they came to see, wasn't it?
Well, that's it then.
I can't believe
That's
that
it.
went in. I thought there was no chance that was going in halfway there.
That is insane. Well,
Yeah.
I think that's an end. That's the end to it.
I think that's a good ending, isn't it?
Andy, thank you so much. The Russacks is just over our shoulder on the right. Do you fancy a little drink?
Yeah, let's do it.
What's your
Let's do
go-to?
it. I drink lemonade and lime after my golf, so
Come on, guys. Round of applause.
thank you.
What a finish.
Can't believe that
Unbelievable.
went in.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for doing that.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Thank
a lot
you.
of fun. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.